Knowing what questions to ask based on the chief complaint is crucial. So let's go over the questions you need to ask for chest pain, shortness of breath, abdominal pain, a motor vehicle accident, and we'll cover syncope and loss of consciousness. So for chest pain, you must ask, where is your pain located? Can you point to it? Can you describe the pain? How long have you had this pain? Did anything trigger this pain? What were you doing when the pain started? Does the pain radiate anywhere? How bad is the pain on a scale from 0 to 10? Have you had pain like this before? What was done? And then are you having any associated symptoms like dizziness, shortness of breath, nausea, weakness, cough, swelling in the legs, and or even a distended abdomen? Now, for shortness of breath, these are the key questions you must ask. How long have you had this shortness of breath? Is the shortness of breath constant or does it come and go? What makes it better? What makes it worse? What were you doing when the shortness of breath started? Are you having any other symptoms? Have you had any recent surgeries or been immobile for a long time, such as a long car ride or a long flight? Has this happened to you before? Do you have a history of heart or lung issues? Do you smoke? For abdominal pain, where is your pain? Can you point to your pain? How long have you had your abdominal pain? Was it sudden? Was it gradual? Did you eat anything that could have caused this pain to happen? How would you describe the pain? Does the pain radiate anywhere? What makes the pain better? What makes the pain worse? Any changes in bowel habits or urination? Does it hurt to urinate? Does it hurt to pee? Are you having any other symptoms like fevers, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, bleeding from the rectum, or bleeding when vomiting? Has this happened to you before? What was done? Prior gastrointestinal issues, diagnoses, or surgeries in the past? And for women of childbearing age, any chance of pregnancy? When was your last menstrual cycle? Any vaginal bleeding or spotting? And when it comes to a motor vehicle accident, you must ask, how fast were you going? Were you wearing a seatbelt? Separation from the vehicle? Did the airbags go off? Did you lose consciousness? You need to ask about mechanism, direction of the impact. Were you struck head on, rear ended, struck on the driver's side or passenger side? What was your position in the vehicle? Were you the driver, passenger, or back seat? What about the vehicle damage? Was it rollover, extensive damage, a minor accident, vehicle intrusion, dash damage at all? And then, of course, where is your pain? And then just know for these trauma patients, they do require a thorough initial stabilization and secondary assessment to ensure nothing is missed, looking at the head, neck, back, chest, abdomen, pelvis, lung bones, and any deformities and so forth, ensuring nothing is missed. But these are going to be some of the key questions that you must ask. Now, when it comes to syncope and loss of consciousness, what happened before it? Did you have any chest pain, any dizziness, any shortness of breath, or headache prior to the event? What were you doing when it happened? Did anyone witness it? What did they notice? How long were you unconscious for? Did you hit your head? Any head, neck, or back pain? What about loss of sensation or strength? You're also going to be asking other key questions like, has it happened before? What was done? What were you told? Are you having any symptoms right now like chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, palpitations, headache? And then after you regain consciousness, did you feel confused or were you back to normal mentally? And then, of course, have you been eating or drinking water?